Alright, Happy New Year everyone. So we are back. The grinding room is looking a little bit tidier now with a new set of piping. That is the new extraction system that I've been installing for the last couple of days. So it's all done now, well 95% of the way done, and testing it, making sure everything works. Everything does work well. This is the unit itself. We are running on two separate gates that run on two different pipes. One goes along this wall of the grinding room, and the other pipe comes along the back wall and then up the parallel wall along the grinding room, that side. And they have little sections of gates. So this one is currently closed, so if I want air, I can open up that gate, and that will obviously allow air to pass through that section of pipe. If I don't want air in there, I'll turn it off. And the gate system on this one is just here. So you can see the gate closed and then open again. It's not too noisy. I'll turn it on now so you can hear it. And yeah, the suction's pretty good. How about I turn the machine on first, Shea? That'll be good. That's enough of that. It's very noisy. As I have 10 machines set up to one extractor, unfortunately, as I get down the line of the units, the suction power becomes a little bit less. So those last two units down there don't get quite as much as the first one or two units. However, runs well, sucks enough dust, also keeps a lot of air moving in the workshop, which is another really big thing in the last year. We've noticed that the dust management has been crazy. We've had to clean this room pretty much every weekend to keep on top of it. So hopefully having these all plumbed, sucking 90% of the dust up, will help minimize that errand that we have to do every weekend. And when we are mostly doing wood dust, so this has just had a bit of wood dust ground on it at the moment, and the wood dust seems to suck up quite quickly. The metal dust, less so much. But the system works really, really well. And I'm now, when I said it was 90% of the way there, I am experimenting with these little bungs that are on a little string, so that if you wanted to close off particular units to allow suction to one of the further down grinders, should be down here somewhere maybe, I can close that one off, and then maybe close that one off should I want suction for these two units. And it's not going to be a big thing, but having something allowing me to sort of shut the air off very quickly is simple enough. And then obviously I've got the two main gates, one by the grinder and one over there. But things are going well. So that's just a quick sort of little video on the grinding room currently, with its plumbing all set up and a slight spruce and a clean, apart from some of these old belts. I need to go through those. And I'll do a little detailed talk about the extraction unit. I followed a dude on YouTube to sort of do the same that he did, but I've made a couple of slight adjustments to make it work for me. However, essentially it's just a giant spark bong, which is what knife makers call them. It's essentially got a small amount of percentage of water at the bottom of the tank, and should there be wood dust going into these pipes and potentially fire or sparks from steel dust, they are all congregating in the bottom of the water there, but it's just a wet atmosphere, so it's not really going to ever catch fire, allowing for wet grinding, well sorry, not wet grinding, allowing for steel and wood grinding all to go into one space. And I've got some really nice little quick release clips that I can kind of unclip it, bring the wheelie bin in here, and then empty it quite quickly. But very simple. It's working a lot better than before. And since I got that extraction unit, it honestly just wasn't sucking dust, which was my biggest problem compared to the other units. But it's going well.